back with another video. Today we're going to focus on the Ram TRX, Ram 1500 Rebel, and the Ram 1500 Bighorn to see what the build prices would be for a 2022 model. I had a lot of fun doing it for the Hellcat, Red Eye, and Super Stock models. Quick update before we get started. Last week I did a video where I actually went to the Dodge dealership and built my 22 Challenger Hellcat widebody. Got an update this morning from my Dodge dealership that they actually have not opened the books just quite yet. They allowed me to place my order in anticipation of opening the books. I thought that was officially done. And the order is done, and as soon as the books open, they will submit the order and I'll be one of the first in line. But officially, according to Dodge, the books are not open after I was told that they were open. So hopefully that's done relatively soon. I do know that I'm at the front of the queue, so that's all that really matters to me. But one thing that you can do right now is build a 22 Ram 1500, whether it's the Rebel, the Laramie, the Limited, the Longhorn, or the T-Rex. So we're going to go to ramtrucks.com and we're going to build one. Now let's see what the cost would be. Now my objective is to buy a Ram TRX sometime early next year. I don't plan on doing a build on those. I don't want to wait as long as it would take to have one built and shipped. I do have kind of an update for people that are building Ram TRXs. If you're building a T-Rex, I would avoid ordering the level 2 equipment group. I've had a lot of people tell me that those folks that are ordering those Ram TRXs with the level 2 equipment group are having their trucks delayed. I've got people that have had theirs ordered as early as June, still haven't received them, and still in D status, which means it's not on the verge of being shipped. So if you're going to build a T-Rex, as of right now, I would avoid level 2 equipment group. Alright, so we're going to get started here. We're going to do the T-Rex last because I know that's probably the truck I'm going to build. So let's go jump in the 1500s. We're going to start with the Bighorn. This is a night edition, as you can see by the blacked out grille, blacked out badges and tires. Mine was billet silver, but it looks pretty much the same. So we're going to do a Bighorn here. Build your 22 Ram 1500. Alright, so I'm going to try and make sure that all the packages are exactly the same. All the options are exactly the same between models, simply because I want to see what the difference would be from truck to truck. I know the T-Rex is going to be way more expensive than either the Bighorn or the Rebel. But yeah, we're going to skip the Laramie and the Limited. I wouldn't put as much money as would be necessary to build out a Laramie or a Limited. By the time you finish you speccing one of those out, you're basically in T-Rex territory. So we're going to do a Bighorn, we're going to do a Rebel, and then we're going to do the big boy, the T-Rex. So first we want 4-wheel drive and crew cab, 5.7 inch bed. I don't think that there's a point in having a quad cab truck. For the sake of this video, we're going to do the 5.7 liter V8 with the e-torque engine. If I was actually going to build a Bighorn, I may go diesel, since diesel gets better gas mileage. But for the sake of this video, we're going to go with the standard e-torque engine. I'm going to leave the automatic transmission right there. I'm not going to change anything with the axles. I don't do any off-roading. Gear ratio, again, I don't do anything off-roading, so we're going to leave that alone. I do want the trailer camera wiring prep package, because I do tow a boat. So we're going to turn that on. And it pops up here that if you choose that package, you got to choose a bigger package. We're going to go with level 2 equipment group, because I would choose that if it were my truck and I was building it for myself. I'm going to go with a 27-gallon fuel tank. We're going to go with the 27-gallon fuel tank. I would do paint protection film, but I would do that later. I don't want to add anything to the build that's not necessary. Now, we've got Bighorn level 1 equipment group. We're doing level 2, so we're not going to do that one. The bed utility group, yes, absolutely. I want the bed liner and all the other stuff that goes with it. This is new for 2022, I believe. The backcountry package, a tonneau cover, black grille, 18-inch painted wheels. Does it replace equipment level 2? I wonder. We want the 12-inch Uconnect screen. Okay, it's a two-tone paint package. It automatically chooses billet silver, which is fine. I like that color. And no, it doesn't replace level 2 equipment group. So So yeah, we're going to go with that backcountry package. Alright, I don't need cold weather group. We don't really get that cold here in North Carolina. It gets in the 30s and that's about it. And in the 20s sometimes, but not to where I'd need the cold weather package. Level 1 safety group comes with advanced brake assist, TFT cluster, full speed collision warning. I believe that's also going to come with the level 2 equipment group, so we don't need to do that. Premium lighting. I'm going to go night edition for sure. Love that package. I don't need the protection group, I wouldn't think. Yeah, we're going to go premium lighting group. Don't need the sport appearance package because I went with the night edition. I would go with the technology group because I want the rear view mirror. That digital rear view mirror is on my to-do list of things that I would want. We need the tow package. Okay, so you can't choose the tow group and the technology group. I'm going to leave the technology group on there because if it doesn't include a tow package, then I could always add a tow hitch later. And I don't off-road, so we don't need that. So here we go with the color combination groups. I had billet silver already once before, so I don't know that I would want to go that route again. I kind of want to go with the flame red and make it into two-tone. Actually, no, I'm not going to go that route because it takes away the night edition. Go back up here and add the night edition back. All right, so let's just add flame red. I think for this particular truck, I saw the flame red night edition last year and I liked it, so we're going to go. Let's go night edition with the flame red paint. That paint is outstanding looking in public. As a matter of fact, while I'm on this subject, they need to add this color to the Dodge vehicles. I would love a Challenger or a Charger in flame red. I don't think that Touareg is an authentic red. Touareg is like an orangish red. I want a flame red. Redline was the color that I really liked, and they don't offer that anymore. Come on, Dodge. Borrow from Ram. Make a flame red available on the Challenger and Charger. I would buy one in an instant. I do like the power mirrors. I use those at the bank quite a bit in my Bighorn. I do like these wheels. What do these wheels look like? Again, it took away the night edition, so now we're going to add that back. I guess we're just going to stick with the standard wheels. I don't like how you can't mix and match packages. That kind of sucks. Let's go back up here and make it red. All right. We do need side steps. I think the black tubular side steps are the only ones available with the night edition. I think if you change it to wheel-to-wheel side steps, it takes the night edition package back. I do like the Ram box, especially when we're going fishing. I don't want a tonneau cover. We got monotone paint, wheel liners, and no, we don't need any of that. Now, here's the one thing I remember about my Bighorn. Unless you get the built-to-serve Bighorns, you can't get leather seats. They come with standard cloth seats. Now, you might as well just go with the deluxe cloth bucket seat because it doesn't cost anything extra. And then I would, in addition to that, would take mine back into the dealer after I took the livery, and I would have the seats rewrapped in leather because I like leather seats with kids and with dogs and with fishing trips. You don't want cloth in your truck. You want to have leather. And the Uconnect 5 with the 12-inch display is a must for me. I want the dual pane panoramic sunroof. The front and rear rubber floor mats is also a must for all the reasons that I just mentioned. Remote start, yes. I don't really need the trailer brake controller and how to control my own truck. Front and blind spot and cross path detection group, absolutely. And so all told, with everything optioned out on this truck, that's $61,970. Now, I had a Bighorn, a 2020, and I paid $45,000 for it. Now, it didn't have a lot of these options, but $61,000 for a Bighorn is a lot of money. So I don't know that I would go that route. Before I would pay that, I would probably, instead of building one, probably try to find one that a dealer optioned out and see if I could get my hands on some rebates. In today's car market, that's going to be a little bit tougher to find rebates, but if you do the shopping, you could probably find it. $62,000 for a Bighorn is kind of a steep price, but it's a sharp looking truck. I like the Bighorn look over the Rebel, and if I had an option, I'd rather have the Bighorn with the Hellcat engine than the T-Rex with the Hellcat engine. I like a street truck. I don't really necessarily need a big Baja truck. So I think a Bighorn with this package, with these options and a Hellcat engine, I'd pay 70, 75 grand for that in a heartbeat. And I'd pay for that over the T-Rex. What do you guys think? All right, we're going to go down here and do a Rebel next. One thing about the Rebel for 2022 is there's no more quad cabs. There are no more quad cabs. You only can get the Rebel in 2022 in a crew cab, which is good because, like I said, there's no point in having a quad cab. Again, we want 4x4. There's no point in having a 4x2 truck, in my opinion. We're going to go with the same e-torque V8. Leave the automatic transmission alone. Electronic shift-on-demand transfer case is a $200 option. Why not? We're going to go with the trailer camera wiring package and level 2 equipment group. I don't know about the air suspension. I don't know if I would have to drive 2 different trucks, one with air suspension and one without, to see if it's worth it. I'm not 100% sure on that, so I'm going to skip that option for now. We're going to go with a 27-gallon fuel tank, and then we're going to start with the packages. I do want adaptive safety group. Adaptive cruise control with stop and go would be awesome to have. I haven't had that in a vehicle yet. The pedestrian emergency braking, the surround view camera system, those are options that I would definitely want. Again, we want the bed utility group. I want the comfort and convenience group. I am a tech junkie, so I want the inside of the truck to be spec to the gills more than anything else. Again, we're going to do the night edition. The GT package is $3,000. I don't know that it's worth the options that you get in the GT package, especially being that I'm going with the level 2 equipment group in the night edition. So we're going to leave the GT package off. I don't feel like those upgrades are worth the $3,000 that they would charge you, especially when I'm going to do the level 2 equipment group. So we're going to go with the Rebel 12 package. That's the 12-inch nav screen, the Harman Kardon group, and all that good stuff. Gotta make sure we add that in there. We already chose level 2 equipment group. I do want the technology group. I don't know that I need the trailer tow group. That's like reverse steering and that kind of stuff. I don't use that in any of it. I've had that package in my trucks before. I've never used it. I kind of like the ram bar on the Rebel. I don't know that I would pay $3,100 for it. You get the off-road style running boards, the ram bar, exterior side graphics, hood decal, and spray and bed liner. That's tempting. I don't think it's worth $3,000. I could add the bed liner for $500 by taking it to a Dodge or Chrysler dealership. I could add the ram bar later if I chose to. I don't really need the off-road style running boards. I don't off-road. I would only buy this because of how it looks, not because of its function. And I do like the way it looks, but I'm going to have to pass on that one for now. The Rebel Level 2 equipment group checked off. We're going to stick with the same color as we did with the Bighorn, so we're going to go with flame red. We do have the night edition selected, so we don't have to worry about the silver inserts on the wheels. I hate that. I don't really care about the side graphics. It does look good, but you know, I'm not going to pay an extra $500 for that when I could add my own graphics later. I do want the power mirrors. Comes in handy at the ATM at the bank. Again, we don't need the graphics. We can add our own graphics later. Black tubular side steps, absolutely. We want my wife gets in and out of the truck. She wants to be able to step up. I do like the ram box. Multi-function tailgate is a nice option, but I don't think I would add it. Not for $1,000. Especially these trucks are already really expensive to start with. Again, I don't really need the spray and bed liner. I could have that done later. Actually, you know what? It's only $100 difference in doing it later. So yeah, well, let's go ahead and do the bed liner. Interior, we're going to go with leather. We already selected the Uconnect 5 with 12-inch screen, because that's part of the Rebel 12 package. We also had Harman Kardon, so we don't need the non-amplified speakers. We want the sunroof. We do want remote start, but that's already included. We don't need the trailer brake controller. I do want the surround camera system. And all told, we're at $72,435. Now, I have a problem with this price specifically because I test drove a 21 Rebel with all of these options. Almost bought it when I bought the SRT Durango just a few months ago, and the price was only $60,000 because of rebates. If you build it and there's your net price, $72,000, you're paying a lot more money for a truck that's not a T-Rex. Okay, $72,000. You can buy a base model T-Rex for $72,000. Now this one is spec'd to the gills with everything that I would want. But again, before I would build one for this price, I would just go to the Dodge dealership and check into actually getting one off the lot with similar packages and try to get some rebates on there. I know rebates are more scarce, but again, I could have bought this same truck 4 or 5 months ago when I bought the SRT Durango for $12,000 cheaper. Okay, so that's a nice truck. I don't think it's worth $72,000. So let's go back out and let's do the T-Rex, because that's what everybody came to watch this video for, I'm sure. All right, T-Rex, only available in 4x4 with the crew cab. All right, that beautiful supercharged Hemi V8, 702 horsepower. All right, so all these options are already checked for you. Yes, we want the bed utility group. No, we don't want the trailer tow group. It comes standard with level 1 equipment added, it looks like. I didn't even have to add that. I don't see an option for level 2 equipment group, and this brings me to my point. I believe the chip shortage has caused issues with the level 2 equipment group. I do know for a fact that if you go to the dealer to build your T-Rex, you can add level 2 equipment group, but I believe adding it will cause delays in your truck being built. Okay, I prefer the level 2 equipment group and its packages, but let's see what other options we can add without having to group it in with a package. Buying another T-Rex, I would probably go with granite. That's billet silver. I'd probably go with granite. I like that color better. I love black, but black is so hard to keep clean, and I already had a black T-Rex. So I would probably go with this two-tone paint right here. As you see, you got the granite crystal. My Daytona 392 Charger was this color, and then you have the black along the running boards. So that's a nice color combination. I don't really need the graphics package. Again, I would add my own graphics later. The power mirrors are definitely a must. Now, here's the thing that I hate. I really hate the beadlock wheels. I think they're really not flattering for this truck at all. So we're going to take that back off. I hate the beadlock wheels. I understand what they're for. I don't like them. I don't need the tire carrier, and add the running boards. You know, my wife will need to get in and out of the truck, so we don't need the tonneau cover. We got the two-tone paint. Again, here is the chance to add the ram bar, and I really like the ram bar and the way it looks on the T-Rex. I didn't add it to the Rebel, but we're going to add it to the T-Rex. I think the T-Rex looks so much better with the ram bar. Inside, we're going to go with leather trim seats. The Uconnect 5 with 12-inch display is standard. A dual pane sunroof. We're going to add front and rear park assist, the surround view camera system, the blind spot and cross path detection. All that stuff is in there. We're going to add all that, and we're at 85 grand for the T-Rex. Now, I said before, let's go back up here to the top real quick. I said before that I'd rather have the level 2 equipment group, but when I can go down here to the bottom and I can add the surround view camera system, front and rear park assist, and blind spot and cross path detection, I think I would be content with this truck like this. Now, it'd be missing a couple of things. It looks like I would be missing remote start. I don't see that on here, although I would have the heated front seats and steering wheel. Looks like I'd be missing remote start and the digital rear view mirror by not having the level 2 equipment group. I think at this price, 85 grand, I think I could live with that. I think that's a good price for this truck. I know that if you add those two options with the level 2 equipment group, you're looking at around 93. And that $7,000 or $8,000 is going to go a long way when I'm also building a Challenger Hellcat wide body. So I think this is how I would spec out my truck. I think I would be happy with the truck that way. Again, though, I'm probably not going to build a T-Rex. I'm probably going to wait for one to come to the lot that meets the specs that I need. And I've seen a few T-Rexes come in the mid 80s, and they're not all base models, and they're not all spec'd all the way out. I think 80 to 85,000 is where I'm looking to be on a T-Rex, considering I'm also building a Challenger. So what do you guys think? Would you go base model 73, 75,000 fully spec'd out, 90 to 95, or go somewhere in the middle. I'm happy in the middle with the options chosen. I'd be giving up the remote start, which I like, but I don't actually use very much in the cars that I do have, and I really want that digital rear view mirror. I wonder if you could add the digital rear view mirror after the fact. I wonder if that's something that you could go to the Dodge dealership and add. I need to ask my sales rep about that. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified for all the videos. I appreciate you guys watching, and y'all take it easy.